Hey guys, I'm back with another story time. Y'all from my Snapchat already know what time it is, so but before I start, I would more like to explain what Boy Chronicles the series is going to be. It's more or less a compilation of my experiences with boys. It's kind of self-explanatory. I'm just gonna be talking about my experiences with boys. My experiences with boys. Today we're gonna start off with some light work, nothing too heavy. Further into the series, we're gonna talk about more serious stuff. Before anybody comes and say, oh, Denise coming and expose people, she telling people stories, like literally, y'all should have thought about that before y'all mess with me, okay? But no, I'm not exposing anybody. In fact, every guy that I talk about is gonna be completely anonymous. I mean, if you know, you know, but if you don't know, then you won't know unless you ask around. Then you'll probably know. So, today I'm gonna be telling my first story, and honestly, this guy, this boy actually didn't, he wasn't a bad guy. Like, to my knowledge, he was kind of decent. We'll just call this boy Travis. Travis. And Travis was actually a pretty decent guy. He was kind of quiet. He stayed to himself. He wasn't in the mix too much. He was more like on the sidelines. And, I like that. I dealt with him. We were cool. And honestly, let me just make this public server announcement. Okay? If you're talking to a guy or a girl, if you're talking to anybody in general, you're getting to know each other, you'll have intentions of becoming more, then I would recommend try to link up with them as soon as possible. By link up, I don't mean like, go and do the deeds, but like, hang out and really see them in person, because I'm not even going to lie to Cecilia. Travis, he was like really like, if I like on, like really like if I like online, I would rate him maybe like an 8. In person, he just looked different. Like I saw him and I honestly, y'all, I was not even sure if that was him because he looked so different, and I was like, so that is my first recommendation. Hang out with whoever you're talking to. Hang out with them as soon as possible, because last thing you want to do is, start talking to somebody, y'all get close, you get attached, and then you see them in person. It's like, who the hell is this? But Travis, like in person, even if he looked different, I would still, like, personal preference wise, I'd rate him like maybe a 6. I mean, personal preference. And sorry, like this top, I don't know what to do. I made it. I made this top, and this is why it looks so weird. Is hire me, guys. And his personality, I would give him maybe an 8, because he was actually really nice. Like, he was sweet. He used to call me every night. We talk all the time, and he actually wanted to talk to me. I mean, sometimes he would get a little bit, if I didn't answer him for like 20 minutes, he'd come and say, oh, you're taking forever to answer me. Like, those of y'all who know me know that I have issues when it comes to answering people. But obviously, if you're getting to know somebody, then yeah, you should answer them ASAP. Anyways, so Travis, he was a nice guy. Long story short, now, nobody's perfect, and he did have his flaws. So, sorry, you can hear that in the background? Like, my dad, it doesn't matter how hard, like, he knows I'm taking this video. It doesn't matter how hard he tries. You hear this man all over the house, y'all. You hear this man all over the house. You're not safe anywhere. So, I'm sorry if you can hear that in the back. Disclaimer. And Travis did have his flaws. Like, when we were arguing, like, he is the worst person to argue with. Like, them fellas, like, or people in general. Those people, like, they just have to say something. Like, the things they arguing about, it's like their daily lives completely contradict it. That's how Travis was. Like, the boy used to just talk out of his, like, in an argument. I think his main objective was to make me feel bad. But I mean, the thing is, with me, when it comes to arguing with me, You can't win. If you want to shout, I can shout too. If you want to curse, I can curse too. If you want to choops, I can choops too. But let me tell you, the one thing you're not going to do
is out argue me because yo.
I'm the queen.
I can handle it. It was nothing I couldn't handle. So we went to a party, right? We went to a party. It was nice, you know. I saw him for the first time at that party, and we were alright. As I said, I didn't know that was him. He looked different, you know, not in a bad way, but like he just looked different. But I mean,
It's whatever. I don't.
Okay, so we were just vibing at the party and dot. Like before people come and say,
Oh, Denise was.
no, that's not what I meant. Like, we did kiss though, and I'm not even going to lie to tell you. Like, let me just say it exactly how it is. It's one thing you can expect from me from this channel. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to say things exactly how it is. The kiss was horrible. Like, that was 0 stars. I would not recommend to anybody. It's hard to even explain what it felt like. I was kind of confused, but at the same time I was frass and he was more frass, and so we were both frass and just doing our thing. We were just vibing at the party, you know. So let me paint the scene to y'all. I was just there and he was behind me, you know, like when the guy stands behind the girl and they just, you know, the music playing and they're just chilling, you know, and we drunk and we just, you know, it was a vibe. It was a vibe until he starts kissing my neck. Now, okay, I'm at a party, we frass, we vibing, and okay, he starts kissing my neck. But it wasn't even just that. Like, the kisses, they hurt. Like, I didn't know what it was and I was frass. Now, you know, like, when you frass, you know what's going on, but like, you just don't care. So in my head, you know, I'm frass and I don't care, but it hurting. And it's both sides because you do it to both sides. And I'm like, why does it feel like that? But, you know, I didn't care. So I just, you know, this shit is really bugging me now. Like, the next morning, I woke up and I felt like somebody cuffed me in my neck. Now, y'all, no joke, no lie. I ran straight to the mirror because I was like, no. Like, what I'm not about to do is have a kind of hickeys on my neck. You know, I live in a family. They have 7 of us in that house. You know, I would have been so embarrassed. But I'm looking in the mirror and there is nothing on my neck. Like, you see how clear my neck is right now? That's what it was like. And I was like, what the hell? But like, it was hurting so much, y'all. So I was like, okay, well, the boy is a magician. Either that or I don't even know. But it hurt so bad. And I didn't understand why, but I was just like, okay. You know, like, if there's no hickey, there's no mark, like, there's nothing to worry about. Okay. About 3 days later, I think it was about 3 days later, I was out with somebody. And he was watching my neck. And the boy is like, oh, is somebody bite you on your neck?
Now y'all. Oh.
This guy takes pictures of my neck, right? And there are bite marks. I kid you not.
Bite.
Somebody was yamming on my neck, y'all.
Like, why would you do that?
Like, this nigga bit me. Like,
oh yeah, you know, no hickey.
Like, there was Dracula teeth in my neck. I mean, I was embarrassed and I was pissed. Like, you know, I was mad because why would you do that? What would inspire you to do that? What part of you thought that was cute? Before anybody come and say,
Oh, Denise, you just stay there and you take that.
like, I was drunk, okay? I didn't care at the time, but still, why would you do that? Anyways, I wanted to stop talking to him after that. In fact, I didn't even tell him about it. Like, I didn't tell him, you know, I didn't tell him about it. Like, I didn't tell him, you know, yeah, you bit me, by the way, and you're not a great kisser, and I want to stop talking to you. Like, that's embarrassing. That's an embarrassing conversation to have. And I'm not even going to lie to tell you, like, I wasn't sure if to leave him or not. Like, my best friend at the time, I was talking to her about it, and like, I wasn't sure if to go. because it's some people might say, oh yeah, that's really superficial, you're gonna leave him because he's not a good kisser. I actually didn't leave one time. I didn't leave one time. I was looking for a reason to leave, and I didn't, like, I couldn't leave because, oh, he's not a good kisser, because I don't know, it felt weird to just leave because of that. And especially, it felt even more weird to have that conversation with him. So I decided to chance it again. We were both sober this time, and it wasn't good. Like, it still wasn't good. So I just looked for any small reason to leave, and I left. Your girl was out. So that brings me to my first lesson in this series. If you're not satisfied with your partner and their performance in anything, don't be afraid to leave. Because I was afraid to leave because I didn't want to have that conversation with him. But honestly, let me tell you one thing. The reason I could not have that conversation with him, I realized that eventually, is because we were not at a place where, we were comfortable talking about these things. I wasn't at a place where I was comfortable talking about these things with him. I was afraid to embarrass him. But the truth is, if you're not close enough with your partner to have these embarrassing conversations with them, you're not close enough to feel obligated to stay with them. And it doesn't matter if it's a physical dissatisfaction. Is that the word, or unsatisfaction? Dis
Dissatisfaction. Yeah, this dissatisfaction. I think.
It doesn't matter if it's physical, if it's emotional. Sometimes, y'all just don't have that emotional connect. Get out, leave. Sometimes it's just like a spiritual, spiritually you're just not there. Don't be afraid to leave, emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually. If you're not satisfied with your partner, then you shouldn't feel obligated to stay, especially if you cannot have that conversation with them, because by right you should be able to have that conversation with them. But if you're not close enough to comfortably have this uncomfortable conversation with them, then you're not close enough to feel obligated to stay with them. That's just what it is. That's about it. If you lasted to the end of this video, then I really with you. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and if you didn't like this video, then give it a thumbs up anyways. Comment down below any videos that you think you would want me to make, any videos that you're interested in seeing from me, because I would love video ideas. And yeah, so that's it. So leave a comment, and even if you don't, like, to be honest, I don't even know what to tell you to comment. Like, say something nice, say something. And the thing is, I know that there are people that are going to give this video a thumbs down, but like, just remember that the energy you give off in life is the energy you're gonna receive. So if you give me a thumbs down, life is gonna give you like 5 thumbs down. So don't give me a thumbs down. And subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so that you can be updated every time I post something. So yeah, and I will see you in my next video. You can set up the camera now. Hello? Boy, I don't even know how to turn that off. Like, how you even turn... Yo. Shit. I look good. Like, oh shit. Yo, I don't wear makeup. Like... Sorry, I don't know how to turn that off. Like, and I don't want to like turn it off and like the whole video just delete. Daddy!